What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through a schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. We starting off with this first video. President Trump says that he's firing top federal official Lisa Crook. They were talking about this yesterday, but I couldn't get a firm understanding of what they were talking about. So I got a video. It's a pretty good summary of it. Then we got a video titled Trump Administration Taking Control of Union Station in D.C. More of the federal takeover. Then we got a video titled What We Know About FEMA Employees Put on Paid Leave Until Further Notice. I don't really know what to think about this, because if they're going to get rid of them, they should just get rid of them instead of having us pay them people to not go to work. That doesn't make much sense to me. Then we got a video titled Doctors in China Perform First Pig-to-Human Lung Transplant. I don't know, that's not a procedure for me, but some people may want that stuff. Either way, then we got a video titled, I'm trying to fix the chat. Then we got a video, well, actually we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. This one was provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled Eye of the Eagle. Then getting back into the news, we got another follow-up on Kilmar Abrego Garcia. He's seeking asylum in the U.S. after being detained by ICE. I don't know why it's so difficult to get rid of that guy. Then we got a video titled AI Platform Reflecta Aims to Help with Grieving Process. I think this is people just benefiting off people that are grieving. That's what I really think it is, but either way. Then we got a video titled 2 Kids Dead, 17 Others Hurt Following Minneapolis Catholic School Mass Shooting, and they got some more details, and we actually got quite a bit on that. We got that video that's going to talk about the whole situation. Then I got a post from X that shows what the shooter looks like, and then I got a post on X that shows clips about things he had posted online before doing the mass shooting. I did post his manifesto video, or part of it, or one of them, or something like that, over on jeffmaclive.com. I also posted a link to it in Discord in the news tab if you guys want to go look at the manifesto. It's like 11 minutes long. There's another video of him out there reading through a physical manifesto that he has. I don't know. We got a lot of information on that. Then we'll be wrapping up the news with Lefties losing it. This one's titled MSNBC's Joe Somebody Blames Republicans for Crime in Democrat Cities. Then, of course, we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We'll be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled Peak Golfing Condition. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Eagle, and it's titled When Your Dad Finds Your Toy. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Snooks? What's up, Tin Man? What's up, Simply Witchy? What's up, Matt Rogers? What's up, Russell? And what's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Beck Frank, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing the chat, Beck Frank. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom. What's up, Cass? Let me see here. What's up, Just Gina? Happy freedom to you. You hooligans, we're going to be making a guest appearance with Just Gina and Sean over on Third Rallies, I think it is. Hold on. Let me look it up really quick. I keep forgetting what it's called. But either way, we're going to drop the links here in the chat. Third Rallify, that's what it is. I don't know why I have so much trouble remembering that. I'm going to drop the link in the chat tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be guest appearing on their podcast, so make sure you go follow them over on Rumble so you can watch us all hang out together. Like I said, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's the first time I've ever been live somewhere other than my own damn live, so you guys should really go check it out. Either way, moving forward here, I might pin that in the chat. Anyways, what's up, Shane? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Maggie? Happy freedom to you. Let me see, reading through here. What's up, Giggling Spy? What's up, Ramsey? Happy freedom. What's up, Zupia? Welcome back. Happy freedom to you. You hooligans, hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Scotty? Happy freedom to you. Scotty, I saw you smoke Bambi Al-Qaeda. I'm really sorry to hear that, Scotty. and fucking deer and bastards. Hopefully everything gets straightened out for you. And what is up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone over on the Goof Tube? Toy Mafia, you were first over here. What's up, Tube Steak? It's Matt Rogers, omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Damon Walker? Happy freedom. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Morpheus? Happy freedom. And what's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. You hooligans are welcome. Hit that like button as well. And what is up, everyone over on X? Happy freedom. I think I'm actually shadow banned over on X because normally when you're live, they put this like red circle around your profile picture. And they're not doing that for me. There's supposed to be a red circle around my image. See, I'm live, but I bet when I end the live, this will be a link. Because that's what happens. X is not as free speech as they pretend to be. But either way, let's go ahead and get into things. Like I said, we're going to be starting off with President Trump saying that he's firing top federal official Lisa Cook. I don't know why I was saying Crook. Either or, I suppose, is acceptable. Anyways, they don't like that very much. We're going to go ahead and get into this. Also, I am trying desperately to figure out what to do about the premium live stream. I have to have that 5 hours done before Friday. I was going to go live yesterday and play the game, but I did a practice run and it looked like shit. And so I sat here and messed with it for like 3 hours and did not go live. So today we are going to be trying to do the premium live stream. I can either run the rest of this live as a premium live stream, and you hooligans won't be able to watch it on Rumble unless you're an official hooligan or you have Rumble Premium, or later on today we can play the game for like 2 or 3 hours and try and burn that time up. But by tomorrow night, I have to have 5 hours of premium live streaming in, and we're going to have to figure out how to make that work. So, I don't know. We'll be talking about it more. But either way, like I said, we're getting into this video. President Trump says he's firing top federal official Lisa Cook. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, we have these Hooligan Strong t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So I will be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs. Because if you think it, he can create it. Now, this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we even made steel tumblers out of this design. Today I got on the hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over in the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
Now to the high-stakes legal battle between President Trump and Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook. The president is attempting to fire her, but she's not backing down.
Yeah, her lawyers claim that the president is taking an illegal action, so they're planning a lawsuit. ABC's Mary Bruce has more.
Good morning. Well, President Trump is once again testing the limits of his presidential power, firing a sitting member of the Fed's Board of Governors, potentially threatening the independence of the central bank and setting up a legal fight that's likely to reach the Supreme Court. This morning, President Trump is insisting he has the right to fire Lisa Cook, one of the Federal Reserve's 7 board members, doubling down on his accusation that she's committed mortgage fraud.
She seems to have had an infraction, and she can't have an infraction.
Cook has not been charged with any crime, and President Trump himself was convicted of falsifying business records. Cook's lawyer now calling the president's move an illegal action and vowing to sue. While the president is allowed to fire a member of the Fed's Board of Governors for cause, Cook says he has none, writing President Trump purported to fire me for cause when no cause exists under the law, and he has no authority to do so. It will now be up to a judge to determine whether Trump's allegations merit Cook's firing, likely setting up another test for the Supreme Court. Cook was appointed by former President Biden, and her term doesn't end until 2038. The Federal Reserve now reasserting its independence, stressing long tenures and removal protections for its members are a vital safeguard to protect the long-term interests of the American people. The central bank and its independence is crucial to the health of the nation's economy. But for months, President Trump has relentlessly pressured the Fed and its chairman, Jerome Powell, to lower interest rates, which Powell has signaled the Fed will do at their next meeting.
People are paying too high an interest rate.
Asked if he's just looking for a reason to fire an official he disagrees with, Trump saying this.
Is your administration weaponizing government by digging into the mortgage records of officials you don't like?
No, they're public. I mean, you can find out those records. You can go check out the records yourself.
Some experts now warning the president's move is threatening the independence of the Fed and its credibility.
If you don't have checks and balances, a central bank can overheat an economy, cause really high inflation, and create like really big bubbles and crashes.
Now, experts we've talked to caution this could create doubt in the central bank's credibility and undermine overall confidence in the American economy, especially when coupled with some of President Trump's other recent moves, like firing the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics after he didn't like that recent poor jobs report. At the White House, Mary Bruce, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay. So she don't like being fired. Well, that's too bad. They're saying that Lisa Cook is being fired by President Trump because she's accused of mortgage fraud. Trump can fire federal workers, but there needs to be a reason, because it's not Michigan where you can be terminated for no reason. She isn't being charged with mortgage fraud, so she's filing a lawsuit because she's arguing that there is no legitimate reason to fire her, which I guess kind of makes sense, but we'll see. Next up, President Trump's administration taking control of Union Station in D.C. This is more of the federal crackdown. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump firing Lisa Cook. Russell, I'll check out that video after the live. Appreciate you posting it. What's up, Lone Wolf? Happy Freedom. What's up, Johnny Ride? What's up, 1776? Happy Freedom to you guys. What's up, Danon? Happy Freedom. Nobody likes getting fired. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Nobody likes getting fired. You got to have some doll hairs in order to start some lawsuits. So, what's up, MU? Happy Freedom. Gina, you do need a reason to fire someone. That's a slippery slope. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. They're fortunate to have that here in Michigan. The only way they have to provide a reason is if you're a part of a union. Otherwise, you can be literally fired for no reason. I have been. You receive termination papers that say no reason on them. It's a lot of fun. What's up, Let's Go Brandon? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Vinny C? Happy Freedom to you. Scotty, appreciate you joining us over here on Rumble. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy Freedom. Ramsey, it won't let me post my offensive rant about people who don't hit the like button. What do you mean? Is it censoring you? Why is it censoring you? Gina, here in your trial window, you can be fired for any reason, but not after that. Then you need a reason? Yeah. I don't know. Our stuff is weird here in Michigan. We also have no fault insurance. So if you're at a stop sign and somebody just rear ends you, your insurance has to fix your problems. That's just the way it goes here. And it sucks. Being in the wintertime, have cars slide right into you, and now you're going to rack your insurance up and you got to pay to fix your car. Michigan's nice and weird like that. Cass, you sound better today. Thanks, Cass. I wasn't really sure. I was hoping I sound better. I don't want to sound like shit tomorrow while we're over there on the other podcast. What's up, Crispy? Happy Freedom. Scotty, they got to bring up the felony scam BS. Yeah, they don't ever say that they got him on fraud charges beyond the statute of limitations, and he's the only person to ever be tried for that in New York. No, they always leave that part out. They just call him a felon. What's up, Guess Who? Happy Freedom. What's up, Rad? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Burn Pile? What's up, Mr. Lynn? What's up, Bloopy? What's up, Mike Ingalls? Happy Freedom. What's up, Mr. Saden? What's up, Buckeye? Happy Freedom to you, hooligans. Mr. Lynn, give her the boat. Yep. She'd take the whole leg if she'll go away. What's up, Donnie Brooklyn? Tony Rich, appreciate you being over here on X. What's up, Guessam? Happy Freedom. Why are you being so nice, Guessam? What's going to happen? Thank you, Gina. What's up, Sharon's? Happy Freedom to you. sense. Let's move forward here. Matt Rogers, you don't have to give a reason to fire an employee here in Oregon. Yeah, at will employment, I think it's called. Like I said, next up we got Trump administration taking control of Union Station in D.C. Now, I don't really know what Union Station is, but from what I understand, this is just more of the federal crackdown in D.C., trying to make things a little bit more welcome there. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Breaking news this hour here at home. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says that the federal government now taking control of Union Station from Amtrak, calling the landmark hub in disrepair. Now, the move is the latest show of federal power in the district, echoing President Trump's demand for $2 billion from Congress to beautify Washington.
Without being in fear for your safety or your life. And I appreciate the president driving these policies that are going to change the way people can live and move and feel safe in this community. And we're going to do.
Rafael Sanchez Cruz is at Union Station with more on what this means for the future of transportation.
U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the goal is to bring businesses back to Union Station. He insists this is not a power grab by the Trump administration. Here's how things stand now. Union Station is overseen by the nonprofit Union Station Redevelopment Corps. Amtrak leases space from them, and for the past year, Amtrak has controlled both the tracks and the retail side. Before that, a private real estate company ran the retail. So Union Station is owned by the Federal Railroad Administration, which is part of the U.S. Department of Transportation. Today, Secretary Duffy announced the administration is reclaiming management of the retail side and will renegotiate Amtrak's agreement with the Redevelopment Corporation. He also laid out the administration's vision for Union Station.
We are going to take DOT from our partners back under DOT control, and we are going to make the investments to make sure that this station isn't dirty, that we don't have homelessness in Union Station. We want a place where businesses want to obtain leases and set up shop and serve the community of DC, but also the people that travel into DC via train.
Now, this is officially going to be formalized at some point next month, according to the Department of Transportation. We are also expecting Mayor Muriel Bowser to provide an update amid the federal surge here in the district. She will be accompanied by several DC officials, and we'll have an update at 4, 5, and 6. At Union Station, I'm Rafael Sanchez Cruz, WUSA 9. Well, you can expect more from WUSA 9 on this breaking news in about an hour.
Okay. National Guard taking control of the Union Station there. They're saying that President Trump wants $2 billion from Congress in order to improve Washington, D.C. They're cleaning up Union Station in order to get rid of homeless and make it safe and welcoming to businesses and customers. It'll be interesting to see what the other side of this looks like, because the Democrats are crying that this is like martial law for D.C. or whatever, but if they would have ran the place better, then this wouldn't have happened. Now, like we've said before, we don't really want federal takeover. It's not good to have military in the streets and stuff like that. And if nobody goes to jail or no one gets, replaced, then what's going to happen after the military is no longer in the street? Will it revert back to being a shithole? Obviously those questions come up, but it's nice to see somebody trying to fix things, or at least that's what it appears to be. Next up, what we know about FEMA employees put on paid leave until further notice. I think they should have either got rid of them or kept them, but paying them to stay home is not something I really wanted to do. I didn't really sign up for that. Either way, that's what's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about President Trump taking control of Union Station in D.C. So here, Juicer, happy freedom to you. Russell, Union Station used to be nice. Hopefully they can make it nice again. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dennis? Happy freedom to you. Dennis, I think it stinks firing the woman because Trump isn't getting what he wants from the Federal Reserve. That's all this is. Yeah, it could be, Dennis. And this next video is similar to that. They think that these people may be being retaliated against. And so we'll see. Crispy, I love to see it. See them cleaning up Union Station. Yeah. Guess who was once a masterpiece of neo-Gothic architecture in lines with Empire State and Chrysler Building. Interesting. Well, maybe they'll get it all restored. What's up, Crazy Knights? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. Bloop, that's how Texas is too. They got at-will employment. It's all good until it's time to like lay people off or start cutting down their workforce, and then all of a sudden you're just getting canned. What's up, Watchmen? Happy freedom to you. Russell, surrounded by midgets. Just hurdle them. You'll be fine. you gotta get those knees up. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, what we know about FEMA employees being put on paid leave until further notice. It's coming up next, but first, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. FEMA sucks. That's all we keep hearing ever since President Trump got back in office. It's just FEMA sucks. Anyways, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Critical of the Trump administration are now on paid administrative leave until further notice. Staffers were not given a specific reason, though, for that decision. The move comes a day after current and former staff sent an open letter to Congress slamming the Trump administration's changes to the agency. CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Skanger joins us from Washington with more on this. Good morning, Nicole. Great to see you. What else do we know about this suspension? There's no cited reason, but the timing seems to make it obvious.
Most definitely, Errol. FEMA suspending more than 20 employees who signed that open letter arguing the Trump administration had undone years of post-Katrina progress at the disaster relief agency. Multiple sources telling CBS News, by the way, it's been exactly 20 years since Hurricane Katrina. Now, Monday's open letter to Congress, known as the Katrina Declaration, said it was signed by 191 current and former FEMA employees. Some 35 of them attached their names, while the rest really withheld them over fear of retaliation. And some of the current FEMA employees who went ahead and signed their names received emails on Tuesday night saying they'd been placed on leave effective immediately and continuing until further notice, according to copies of those emails that we reviewed. Now, during their leave, employees won't have access to their email or their cell phones. They will be required to check in every day from personal emails. FEMA has shed more than a third of its workforce under the Trump administration. There are folks inside the agency who tell us they can't afford to lose any more.
I want to pivot to another big topic we've been tracking, which is crime in the nation's capital.
Okay. So like I said, going after these FEMA workers, they're making it sound like it's retaliatory for them talking shit to President Trump. I don't know if they were giving him constructive feedback or were they actually just talking shit. And then, I don't know, again, I don't understand why they're getting paid leave. They're getting paid to stay at home. I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to pay for that at all. I don't want to pay for the illegals in jail. I don't want to pay for federal workers to stay home. They're saying they suspended more than 20 employees, all of them signing an open letter talking shit to President Trump about how he's made changes to FEMA. They have to check in every day via email, and that's their new job. They get paid to do that, to say, hey, I'm still here and alive, sitting at home in my slippers, scratching my nutsack, watching TV. Thank you for the check. Next up, we got doctors in China perform first pig-to-human lung transplant. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these FEMA workers being terminated but getting paid leave. Man, tomorrow's the 20th anniversary of Katrina. That's crazy. Thanks, guess my voice is still kind of sore, but at least you guys can hear me. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Flu? Happy freedom. Flu, North Carolina still being neglected. The last we saw, FEMA was putting them in apartments and stuff like that. But I haven't seen anything about it since then. You hear them outside doing yard work? They were mowing the lawn for like 4 hours. The yard's not big enough to even play football in. I don't know what they're doing outside, but they are fatiguing my ears. So Pierre, are you covering JD Vance tomorrow? He's going to be in my city tomorrow. I wasn't planning on it. What is he doing? We might be able to do it. What day is tomorrow? Thursday? We might be able to. Johnny Ride, we're in a nation that's trillions in debt. We need to cut some fat, and it's going to hurt some doing it. Yeah, I agree. Maggie, paid leave, just fire them. Yeah, I agree. Crispy, if FEMA would do their job, they'd have no reason to bitch. Yeah, they have a lot of problems with FEMA, like skipping Trump supporters that need help and stuff because they got Trump signs and all of that. What's up, Meta? Happy Freedom. I'm doing all right, Meta. How are you doing? Rad, it's BS. So what are they going to do if they need people for a crisis and hurricanes and such? I don't know. They're talking about eliminating FEMA altogether. I don't know if they'll turn around and send in National Guard or what. What's up, Billy? Happy Freedom. What's up, Art? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Smith? These people outside drive me nuts. They're out there with a leaf blower. Ain't no leaves. Ain't no leaves. The leaves are still in the trees. I don't get it. I don't know what they're doing. So annoying. Art, what song you got stuck in your head? Crazy Nights. Pig to lung. Bet one religion will be lining up for that. It's really interesting because we talked about it in the past, and when we did in the past, I got a strike on YouTube. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if YouTube decides to get all butthurt about us covering this video or not. What's up, Xterra? Happy Freedom. Crazy Nights. FEMA don't show up anyway. Yeah. What's up, Karaticus? Happy Freedom. They should go to school for coding? Who should? Isn't AI going to take all the coding jobs? Salt Ragu, $5 make you holler. I ain't got $5, damn it. Yes, they're working. Be kind to them. I'm working too. They need to wait. Hey, thanks for being here, Gina. Be safe out there. What's up, Muskie Boss? Happy Freedom. Dennis, if they do paid leave, then they can bring back who they want, but not if fired. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they're getting paid regardless, so. Zupia, he's going to be going to a steel manufacturing plant talking about the big, beautiful bill. Thank you for letting me know, Zupia. We might cover it tomorrow. We'll see. Hey, I appreciate you being with us, Flu. All right, hooligans. Let's move forward. Like I said, doctors in China perform pig-to-human lung transplant. Now, I swear they've done this stuff before, but they're claiming this is the first time it's ever happened, which I don't really know. I got to be delicate with how I talk about it because YouTube's soft over there, and they can't wait to give me a strike over dumb shit. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
And continuing your 17 Health Watch, doctors in China say they have performed the first ever pig-to-human lung transplant. The genetically modified organ was placed in a 39-year-old man who was declared brain dead after a hemorrhage. His family consented to the experimental surgery. The patient was given immunosuppressive drugs, and the lung functioned for 9 days before the body then rejected it. Doctors hope pig organs can one day become a viable option for humans in need.
Okay, short video there. Very weird. Very weird. They're saying that they used a GMO organ, a genetically modified organ. It was placed inside a 39-year-old man that was declared brain dead after his family approved the surgery and all of that. The lung functioned for 9 days before the body rejected it. They mentioned that doctors hope that they can get the procedure to work one day. What do you hooligans think about it? Would you take on some organs from a pig? There's a whole bunch of stuff I want to say, but I can't because of fucking YouTube. Because like I said, this is not the first time this kind of stuff has happened. Like, not at all. And there's a word, I'll have to look up how to spell it so I can drop it in the chat. Because last time I said the word, and that was all it took. And it broke everything. So let me see if I can find the word. I'll drop the word in the chat. But if you were to look into it, you would see that all of this gene splicing and stuff comes from this. I think this is how you spell it. I think. We'll see. We'll see if you guys know what I'm talking about. Salted ragu, I don't know about that. I can't even read that out loud. Hold on a second. Let me drop this phrase, and then I'll tell you what's coming up next. This is one of those no words. YouTube doesn't let you say this one out loud. I could have saved the story for Saturday, I suppose, but either way, like I said, this is not the first time they've done this kind of stuff. Maybe it's the first time that they've done it publicly, but it failed after 9 days, so who knows? I guess it's back to the drawing board, right? Next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. This one was provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled Eyes of the Eagle, or Eye of the Eagle. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about taking pig parts and putting them in people. The hair juicer, things I thought I would never write in my will. Don't fucking experiment on me. Exactly. Snooks, I think it's disgusting that family used his pretty much dead body for that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the guy was into that kind of stuff. Maybe he was into research. I just don't like the mad science stuff about, how can I word this? Growing specific parts that belong to us inside of that creature in hopes that one day, once it's developed enough, to then remove it from the creature to install it in one of us. That shit is straight abomination shit. Like, straight up. That is not of God at all. Like, not at all. That is permanently putting sin in your body. So, like, I don't know about any of that. But that's just how I feel about it. If you're into pig lungs or whatever the fuck. And the other thing is, it's not like this shit is done for fun, right? It's not like they were like, you know, we could have went to see a movie, but instead I was thinking about getting a lung installed. Like, these people need that shit, right? They're in a situation where they need organs. They can't get them. This could be an alternative. So that's kind of the positive side of it all. But like I said, in my perception, my perspective on all of this, that is an abomination. It's not of God. You put it in your body, you'll never get it out. And if, unless there's complications. And so I would not be signing up for that. But if it could save someone else's life, maybe they'd be willing to sign up for it. So I don't know. It's a little controversial. Either way, reading through the chat. Guess he was well lung. For 9 days. For 9 days. Solid ragu, they're not going to do the Horace Wiener. Just, I can't believe how fast you wrote that in the chat. Guess his brain was dead, so they gave him a lung. Yeah, I don't know. They must have been just waiting for somebody to be in a position to have that opportunity for that kind of installment. I don't know. I'm waiting for cyborgs to come up. That's got to be coming. I mean, we're like right there, right? We got the Neuralink, so it's like we're real close to cyborgs, and we got AI. It's got to be the next step, is technological human advancement through installing artificial parts like that. Like there was somebody developed contacts we covered a couple months ago, and the contacts make it so you can see infrared light, and you can see I can't remember how they described it. Even if you close your eyes, you can see your surroundings even when you close your eyes. So it's like we're so close to cyborgs, like trans cybernetic people. That's the real trans. What's up, Zero? Happy Freedom. Sulrigu. I wish I could say that stuff out loud. You're cracking me up. Russell. Holy, if you guys don't have a membership to the website, you guys are missing out. What's up, 8Co? Happy Freedom. What's up, Jack? Happy Freedom to you. Jack the Borg. Yeah, that's next. It's coming up next. What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy Freedom to you. Yeah, Cricket Kiss. I know I can't talk about it because YouTube don't like that stuff. Dennis, they used to use pig heart valves for humans until they perfected the stainless steel heart valve. I think I remember hearing about that, Dennis. Ramsey, yeah. The thing is, I just can't say the stuff out loud. Beck Frank, it had pig blood running through it. Yep, it's grody. What's up, Colty? Happy Freedom to you. Cass absolutely should not get paid leave. Yeah, I don't think so either. What's up, Electric Hammer? Happy Freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody. Electric Hammer, I hope you get a Jets Pizza. Yeah, I need to check the map to see if there is one here somewhere. I haven't looked into it yet. What's up, Mike T? Happy Freedom to you. Meta, are we past Bionic Man shit? I mean, we're getting there. What's up, Post Malone? Happy Freedom. Man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. Yeah. Crispy, next will be dog kidneys. Something. I can't remember why they chose pig. I remember Alex Jones talking about it like back in 2015, or maybe it was even before that. Maybe it was 2012. That he was talking about. Remember, everybody thought the world was going to end and all that shit. And he was talking about this kind of stuff. There was videos of creatures, like humanoid creatures. It was weird shit. I don't know. I'm going to end up getting in trouble. I can't talk about it. Weird. The damn AI modded Scotty again. What? I can't believe that. Quoting Alex Jones and the AI got you. I'll Google it. I'll try and figure it out, Scotty. I don't know why the hell that's like that. I didn't turn that shit on. Kick's like, oh, we're free speech. By the way, we're going to use AI to censor your chat. Like, what the fuck? What's up, Jay Blazer? Happy Freedom. Rad cyborgs already exist. Not to the level that I'm thinking. What's up, Bloopers? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Corey Luca? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Energy Woman? What's up, Rhyme Time? What's up, William? Happy Freedom. William, the rumor is if you're an organ donor, you stand the risk of being declared dead when you are not dead. They just want money from the organ transplant. Yeah, we covered a video about that a couple weeks ago. Corey Luca, I don't know what that is. Crazy Nights, I would rather not see that. What's up, Salty Alien? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Blonde Beard? Happy Freedom. Salty Alien, I'm just excited we're trying these sort of things. Not, yeah, very weird. Very weird stuff. John Pork. It's a Big H. Happy Freedom. Cheeky Chops, look at the bright side. In 2 months, grass cutters won't be there. I know. They'll be plowing the parking lot and hitting my Subaru with their plow truck. There's always something to look forward to. Zero ice cream truck just went by. I haven't seen any kids buy any ice cream in this economy. What's up, Information Warlord? Happy freedom to you. Colty, yep, it happened to my cousin. When she overdosed on fentanyl, they harvested the shit out of her before she was even cold. Yeah, Colty. It's no good. What's up, Outlaw? Happy freedom to you. What's up, DEFCON? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, let's move forward here. Like I said, next up we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. This one was provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled Eye of the Eagle. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble and become an official hooligan, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to open your browser, go to the website, sign in, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We got chapstick emojis, scream and goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially during a Trump live. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get this funny video pulled up. I always forget what the funny videos are because I don't write notes for them. I remember. Like I said, this one is provided by Simply Witchy, and it's titled Eye of the Eagle. Yes. Getting back into the news here. Next up, we got Kilmar Abrego Garcia seeks asylum in the U.S. after being detained by ICE. It's another follow-up, but I think this is going to be the last follow-up we got on Kilmar Abrego Garcia until October. So we won't have to hear his name or see his face anymore for a little while. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Also developing this noon, Kilmar Abrego Garcia's attorney says he is seeking asylum in the United States, and a federal judge in Maryland extended her order preventing the Trump administration from deporting him for now. At a hearing this morning, the judge set the next in-person court proceeding for early October. Abrego Garcia was first detained in Maryland back in March. While he was illegally in the United States, the government was prohibited from sending him to his native El Salvador, but did so anyway. The Trump administration then brought him back to the U.S. to face charges in a human smuggling case. He was released awaiting trial but detained again in Baltimore on Monday. The Trump administration wants to deport him to Uganda, and he is fighting that, saying he fears being jailed and tortured. This morning, the government objected to the temporary order banning his removal, but promised to abide by it. Abrego Garcia is currently being held in Virginia, and today, the judge also ordered government officials provide any paperwork about that detention. His lawyers claim they've been left in the dark.
Kilmar Abrego Garcia. It's like chlamydia. I just can't get rid of this guy. Either way, the follow-up is pretty much just talking about how he's seeking asylum status, which is kind of a slap in the face because that's kind of what he was doing when he was here illegally. As he was saying he can't go home to El Salvador because he's worried about being killed. That's why they're saying they can't deport him to El Salvador. That's why they're talking about Uganda. And so now he's seeking asylum. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. I don't know if he's an idiot or if his lawyers got a trick up their sleeve, because we covered 2 months ago or something like that they redid the asylum status prerequisite. Like, what you have to do to qualify for it has been updated because they've been reforming this whole border situation. The border's closed and they changed the requirements in order to qualify for asylum. So I don't know if human trafficking, being a part of MS-13, being here illegally, waiting for deportation, waiting for trial for human trafficking equals asylum status. I just don't think so. He's a bigger problem here than wherever the fuck he came from. So hopefully they don't give him asylum status because he doesn't deserve it, in my opinion. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, his next court date is in October, so I don't think we'll have any more updates on Kilmar Abrego Garcia until then. You know, get a little break from this asshole because Really, they turn something really small and they're making it really big for it's unnecessary. We're deporting thousands of illegals every day, rapists, murderers, drug dealers, human traffickers, every day. We don't hear their name, we don't see their pictures, or none of that shit. The only people who care are the people who are having sex with them or having kids with them or any of that kind of shit. People connected personally. Otherwise, they don't tell us about it. They just deport these fuckers and we don't ever have to pay attention to them. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, on the other hand, he's the poster child for the whole situation. It's really annoying and I can't wait to never have to say his name again. Next up, AI platform Reflecta aims to help with the grieving process. This is a pretty strange thing in my opinion. They're talking about taking your dead loved ones and bringing them back to life in AI so you can sit there and pretend like they're still here with us. It's a pretty crazy story. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Man, who the hell is paying for his lawyer fees? Salt Ragu. Me and you, probably. Yeah, that's what I think too. It's weird that all these people go to jail. They have these high-profile cases, and then all of a sudden they just got money. Like, I don't understand how you go to jail for something so crazy you get publicity off of it and you equal money. I don't understand. It's not like they're selling T-shirts and shit. Just being on TV doesn't equal money, so I don't understand that. Guess in Indianapolis, they're requiring all city employees to live in the city limits, but allow illegals. Such morons. Yeah, and hiring illegals. I don't understand how people are getting away with that either. Saldaregu, float this illegal asshole to Russia. Yeah, just get him out of here. I don't care where he goes. Put him outside of the wall. Just don't let him come back here. Simply Witchy, random thought. If science is supposedly right that we evolved from apes, why aren't they using organs from them instead of pigs? It's a really good question, Simply Witchy. Hair Juicer, there was a guy that got an artificial eye and he deleted himself because the site scared him. Interesting, Hair Juicer. I'll have to look into that. That is very interesting. I've heard all kinds of weird stuff about like organ transplants, and they say like, I don't know, mysterious things happen. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like how twins are, right? Twins have their own little connection between each other. It's just some mysterious thing. And like I said, I've heard the same thing about getting organs transplanted or anything like that, that you may start feeling feelings from the donor and you know, whatever. Just a lot of supernatural kind of stuff. Russell going to bed early tonight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What's up, Goth? Happy freedom. Appeal to heaven. Happy freedom to you. When I lived in Texas, illegals were the front line of all places needing help, but that was in the 80s. Yeah. Information Warlord, science has never said that we evolved from apes. What the fuck? I don't know. I've heard that. I mean, I've never looked into it, but I have heard that theory that, you know, through evolution instead of through God, because that's the contradictory theory. Is some people think we were made by God, and other people think we evolved from monkeys, from apes, or whatever. That's what I've heard, but like I said, I never really looked into it. Elder Zoomer getting those gorilla arms. Be all buff. DEFCON did a RoboCop marathon 1, 2, and 3 all last night. OG, triple OG Cyborg. Dude, that's awesome, DEFCON. Goth, I missed there was a mass shooting. Yeah, we're going to be covering it in a little bit. Elder Zoomer, this is not how AI should assist in the grieving process. No, they're taking advantage of the situation that's happening. It's called something weird, and I can't remember what it's called now. AI, I can't remember what the fuck it's called now. We just covered it a couple days ago. People are having this issue where they talk to their AI so much that they develop a relationship with it, and we've covered in the past people having like a romantic relationship with AI, but there's like a trance. It's like AI trance. I can't remember what the hell it's called. I have to look through my notes. But people are basically becoming delusional because they're talking to their AI so much, and your AI is reflecting you and what you want based on your text and how you talk to it and stuff. And so it's so encouraging on your thoughts and beliefs that it knocks you off of center. You're no longer grounded in reality. You have this warped perspective of reality, and it's because of how people are being affected by AI. And so, like I said before, they're using this new issue of people bonding with AI, and they're like, let's exploit grieving people because they got a hole in their heart and they need to fill it. Let's fill it with AI and make a whole bunch of money off of it. And I don't know. I just don't think it's good, but it's coming up next. Beck Frank, koalas have chlamydia. Fun fact. Okay. I don't know what to say. I wasn't a big fan of koalas to begin with, but now I wouldn't even pet a koala. I don't know. Thank you for warning us about that, Beck Frank. What's up, Deborah? Happy freedom. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom to you. AI psychosis. Thank you, Elder Zoomer. Maggie, dead people AI is creepy. I think so too. Information warlord. We did not evolve from a current species. We did, however, share a common ancestor. Yep. Mike T, are you starting a creepy movie channel? No. What's up, Crystals? Happy freedom. Crystals. Elon said the AI is like summoning demons, summoning a demon. Yeah, he said it's AI is more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Crispy, don't date robots. Yeah, I agree. Klaus Daniel showed up for a nap. Guess who? His domestic abuse is an automatic no asylum claim. That's a good point. Hopefully they bring that up. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom. Corey Luca, you need to find the Kahala fight by a tree. It's great. Interesting. I'll have to look into it. What's up, Nuff? Happy freedom. Can you make that statement make sense, or are you just here to call names? Stupid. People show up in the chat and they're like, President Trump didn't wipe his ass. What are you telling me for? I don't give a fuck. I do not care. Thank you for sharing that. Either way, moving forward, like I said, AI platform Reflecta aims to help with the grieving process. They spell exploit wrong, but that's okay. Let's get this pulled up. And this is the second time we've covered a story like this, but this is way more advanced than the last one we covered. I think the last time we covered a story about making dead ones into AI, dead loved ones, I think was I think it was last year when AI was still real obvious that it was AI. Now it can kind of trick you, and God, next year you probably won't even be able to detect it. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
People who have experienced a loved one passing away, sometimes the only thing that would make you feel better is to once again hear that loved one's voice.
So new technology by Reflecta is using AI to help people turn memories into conversations with loved ones who have passed away. So joining us live on Zoom this morning is the company's co-founder, Miles Spencer. Miles, good morning. Thank you for joining us. First off, just tell us a little bit about how you had this idea.
Sure, guys. Thanks for having me on. Well, my father passed 7 years ago, and there wasn't a day that went by that I didn't wish to have his advice again, to have his humor again, to listen to him recite poems from the end of the table. So 6 months ago, myself, my co-founder, Adam Drake, were able to use a platform where we can just upload a few pictures, upload a few files, answer a few questions from our biographer. And lo and behold, I was able to welcome my father back to the kitchen table after missing him for 7 years. And it was just a beautiful experience. And we wanted to do that for other people. And that's why we founded Reflect It.
I am so fascinated by this. I lost my father too, so I can't even imagine what this would be like. So you take information, stories, personality type, things like that from loved ones, and then you create this avatar, correct?
It's very important. Yes, that's true. But all of that information is default private. This is designed for family to family. So there's no outside information coming in, right? You create an elder, we call them, and that would be done by a keeper, right? Which you're showing, which you showed just now. And the keeper has the final say over what goes in and what doesn't go in. They are able to invite other family members to add their stories. And so it really brings the entire family together to create this elder that can be shared over generations. Last night, my father read a bedtime story to his granddaughter, and they talked about it back and forth until she went to sleep. He passed away 7 years ago, but through Reflecta, you're able to do those kind of things again.
Wow, the technology is truly incredible. Miles, what has the response been from people who have used this so far? What's their main takeaway?
Well, we launched last week at AI4 in Las Vegas, and the response has been tremendous. But I do have to note, not everybody is ready for this. And that's okay.
I would imagine.
Those that, right? We get all kinds of words, and Black Mirror is a favorite term that people throw at us, and there's some good episodes there, but that's not us. Those that are ready and spend just those 20 minutes to upload the files and answer a few questions are having a responsive, dynamic, spontaneous conversation with a loved one that I haven't been able to have for 7 years. And so it really hits hard emotionally, which is why we start with text. It put me on my knees almost. And then we go to voice with a beautiful watercolor behind. And then eventually we'll go to video and hologram. But for now, that emotional load is something that people have to get used to. And I've experienced it myself.
I would imagine it'd be so emotional. And next hour, we're going to be talking to somebody who actually uses this. What is the cost, and how do you get more information about this?
Sure. Well, for a single elder and a single user, again, it's default private, family to family, that's $149 or $12 a month.
Okay.
As we've seen, is it begins to grow, and there are more elders in the family, and there are more people that want to talk to those elders. So we have a family plan that ranges from $249 a year to $499 a year. So that's $25 to $40 a month. And then we actually have large programs for enterprises like military, insurance, faith, and they buy them 125 elders at a time for $10,000. So you can start for as little as $12.
Wow, technology is an amazing thing,
really
isn't it?
is. Miles,
I forgot
you.
to mention, you can find it at Reflecta AI. Sure.
Reflecta AI. Okay.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come on, and we're excited to talk with a user coming up at the 9 o'clock hour.
Okay, so I also got the video of the user, that they were referencing. We're gonna play it tomorrow, I think, because why double dose the same information? We'll get the user's perspective tomorrow. Either way, they're saying that Reflecta AI uses AI to take memories into conversation with loved ones that have passed away. Co-founder says that his dad passing away is what inspired him to do this. You upload a few pictures and files and answer a few questions to bring back your loved ones as an AI avatar. Family members can also contribute to the avatar file. It talks about his AI dad reading a book to his living daughter, and it starts at $149 a year for their basic package, and it could go up to thousands of doll hairs. I think he said 10,000 doll hairs that some companies may spend on those services. Like I said, I really think he's just exploiting people that are grieving, because when you lose a loved one, you would do anything to bring them back. Now, I was raised by my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather, and they died in their 90s. They both died. So now the people who raised me are no longer here. Also, with them being that old, there is no baby photos. There's no childhood videos. There is only the memories in my head of me and my sister, and that's it, right? So even with that being said, and every day there's things I wish I could tell my grandparents. I wish I could call them. I used to talk to them every single day. And now I can't call them. They have no idea I became a live streamer or any of the shit that we've done over the last 5 years because they kicked the fucking bucket. Now, with that being said, as much as I wish they could have took me with them instead of leaving me behind on this fucking planet to pay bills, I would not want to upload them, their memories or anything like that, so I could talk to my phone and pretend it's my grandparents. I just wouldn't want that. I just don't. Now, I know some people don't feel that way, and they would love to be able to talk to their loved ones, basically being fooled by AI as a comforting thing. And that's great for anyone that feels that way. But me, I don't want the service. I don't want to be taken advantage of because I have a broken heart from losing my grandparents that raised me. I don't know. I don't want to be taken advantage of by a company like this. But like I said, some people may find comfort in this, and good for them. Next up, we're going to be talking about that mass shooting that we were talking about earlier. 2 kids dead, 17 others hurt following Minneapolis Catholic school mass shooting, providing details on that. And then we got a couple things we're going to look into. We're going to play the video. Then I got 2 posts from X. The first one is the image of the shooter. The second post is some more details. He had posted a video on YouTube that's manifesto style or whatever 2 hours prior to the shooting. I posted videos to that on jeffmaclive.com as well as a link in the news board over in Discord. So if you want to go see the manifesto videos and stuff like that, I already posted them. Plus, Who3's been doing a lot of work, and I think Simply Witchy also has been posting about it. So if you go to either location, the website or Discord, you can get more information. But either way, like I said, we got this video and the 2 X posts coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what your hooligans think about turning dead loved ones into AI. 10-man pet cemetery. Yeah, that's what I think too. Salted Ragu, AI dad. I said hold the fucking flashlight right here. Yes. It's just not the same without it being authentic. Zero, let the sleeping dog lie. We don't need to be resurrecting dead family members. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like all I'd be doing is tricking myself. But at the same time, I know there's people out there that really need to be comforted. So, I don't know. It's a rough situation. Snooks, no, no, and no. Yeah, I don't think this is... It's definitely not for everybody. Salted Ragu, AI dad, but is he going to hit me again? I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet. You got to get the $8,000 humanoid robot, and then you got to program the AI into it. Then it can yell at you about the flashlight and shit. You see the robot dad taking his belt off? Coming home drunk, beating his wife. This is a hard life. It's a hard life. Guess he stole Jay Leno's hair. I think he was kind of looking like what is his name? Sean Hannity. He looked like Sean Hannity's cousin or something. Appeal to heaven. AI on ads is ridiculous, and making a family member AI, no thanks. Maybe adding the voice of family members, that way you could always hear them. Yeah, that's like recordings and stuff. I don't know where it is at this point, but my grandma left me a voicemail, and I recorded it because your voicemail gets erased after so much time passes, so I recorded it, but I wouldn't want to like turn it into AI or anything. Beck Frank, have it yell at you to go to your room. Yep. Appeal to heaven, I love older women. Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Appeal to heaven, mass shooting. Geez, guess I need to get those drones activated. I forgot about that. Yeah, they were talking about having drone deployment where they could stop a shooter in 60 seconds. Yeah. Shroomish, this seems like it's for women. I mean, I guess a lot of propaganda is aimed at women because women don't naturally look for threats. They just don't perceive the world the same way that men do. Maybe Shroomish, happy freedom to you. MU, glad I don't have the money. Yeah, I think they said it's only like $13 a month, but still. And then think about how that is. You're paying $13 a month to have AI loved one on your phone, and then the day comes where you can't afford the bill because things are hard or whatever. Shit happens, and then you have to decide to not pay the bill after having AI loved ones for 2 years, and it's like killing them all over again because now you're attached to this stupid AI shit. You're like on the way to the amusement park, and you're like, oh, don't forget, get Uncle John. You go over there and grab the iPhone and haul it into the fucking Jeep. Like, I don't know. Seems like a bunch of nonsense to me. Deborah, when I dream of my dad, it is so sweet. But this is creepy and unhealthy. It helps people lose touch with reality, and we need to be vigilant. Yep, I agree. They're saying that's why they changed ChatGPT from 4.0 to ChatGPT 5, is because that's what was causing the AI psychosis. Is ChatGPT 4.0 was becoming too like attached to you. It was always complimenting you and smooth talking you, and it was pulling people out of reality. It would make them delusional because you could say crazy shit that thoughts you shouldn't be thinking, right? Like attacking a place or something, and the AI is going to encourage it. Yesterday we were talking about how somebody had mentioned in the chat about AI convincing a kid to smoke himself. And there's lots of stories like that. And it's because AI just reflects you. So whatever it is you think or the side of a topic you're on, it's going to reflect that. And people lose touch of reality because of it. Lone Wolf AI is so going to lace our loved ones with woke ideology. Yeah, that's another thing too. It'll have a liberal kind of spin on it. Information Warlord, just wait until the AI company goes bankrupt that hosted millions of AI girlfriends. Well, and that's like the 21andMe or whatever. They went bankrupt, and then now they're selling the data. So like what happens when you and your whole family starts dumping information into this AI avatar to bring back your loved ones, and then the company goes out of business, and now they're selling your data. Selling information, names, photos of your dead loved ones to the highest bidder. What's up, Wong? Happy freedom. Wong, could you imagine when you're late, your family member avatar leaving you messages or video? Yeah, I don't know. It's very weird. Beck Frank selling your data and your dad. Yeah, basically. Meta AI saying your full name. You know you're in trouble. I couldn't imagine. What's up, Stern? Happy freedom. What's up, Ryan? Happy freedom to you. AI pet cemetery. Yeah, that's what we're moving into. Crazy night, smoke yourself. That's TikTok. Yeah, TikTok does it too. Corey Luca, thank you for sending me the title. I'll look it up after the live. Mr. Lin, I feel like this is nonsense. Death is real, and it's a way of misusing people for money. Yeah, I think so too. Like I said, I don't really think this is a good thing. I just don't. It could be comforting But death is something that you really have to deal with, and this is a way of avoiding dealing with it. William, I doubt that the person that died would be faltered if a person resumed a relationship with their superimposed personality into a bot of some sort. Well, it has to do with the processing, because AI is just code. And so however it uses the information, or however it categorizes the information you give it, will dictate the personality that it's presenting to you. So unless you develop it yourself, there's always going to be room for, failure. Hair juicer, no U-turn shirt. You crack me up. Yeah, I guess that's basically what I'm saying. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, we got an interesting video coming up about the mass shooting today. It's been all over the news, is what everybody is talking about. And we got quite a bit of information here. First, we're going to have a video, and we got 2 X posts to contribute more information on it. The video is titled 2 Kids Dead, 17 Others Hurt Following Minneapolis Catholic School Mass Shooting. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry is in need of a kidney transplant. He went to the hospital. He made it back from the hospital. I think he wrote me earlier today. I got to write him back. But he still needs your help. He has not gotten a kidney transplant yet, as far as I know. They patched him up, but he is still in need of help. So I put together a page for him over on the website. It's got all of his information, his story, details, links, all kinds of stuff. So if there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please click that link and go check out his page. Like I said, we got this mass shooting story coming up. Let's get this pulled up real quick. Come on, thing. All right. Like I said, 2 kids dead, 17 others hurt following Minneapolis Catholic school mass shooting. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Provide more details as they become available, and we'll let you know how you can know about that in the moments to come. Thank you. How can the public help?
That's it.
Okay, we were just listening to a news conference from Mayor Jacob Fry, Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara, and oh my goodness, the information shared was, I think, worse than what we even anticipated here. The headline, Chief O'Hara confirming that there were 17 people injured, 14 of them children, 2 of them in critical condition, and sadly, 2 children were killed in this shooting.
An 8-year-old and a 10-year-old killed while they were sitting in the pews. They were there for a mass. This mass was marking the first week of school. All these kids gathered around, worshiping, and then this gunman approaches from the side of the building, apparently barricades a couple of the doors outside of the building, and then starts shooting this rifle through the windows.
Yeah, shooting through the windows, dozens of shots fired. They don't know exactly how many yet. We're told that the suspect was armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. He was wearing all black. And then that suspect took his own life in the rear of the church. He died of what police believe was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Brian O'Hara, the police chief, says the calls came in just before 8:30 a.m. about a shooting at a mass. When MPD first responders came in, they came and tried to assist children, some of whom were hiding in the building, as you would imagine. We don't know exactly how many kids were inside the church at the time of this shooting. Dozens. He said it was the school community gathered together, as you said, Jason, to celebrate the beginning of the school year with a mass. And now, simply hours later, this happened just before 8:30 a.m., 2 of those children, an 8 and a 10-year-old, are dead. 14 others are injured, 2 critical, and then there were an additional 3 people injured as well.
Yeah, not too much about the suspect. We don't know too much about the suspect, and we do know he's in his early 20s, no extensive criminal history, left behind a vehicle, and Chief O'Hara said other searches are coming. We don't know if there's any notes or a manifesto or anything like that, but the chief does say more searches are coming. Also, no devices found. The chief did say that there was a smoke bomb or a firework that emitted smoke of some sort. Probably something that the shooter is going to use to disorient folks in the building. But the chief also said most of the shooting happened inside of the building. It seems as if he fired most of the shots through the window. At some point may have gone inside, but no evidence that there was a lot of shots fired from inside of the building. Most of what he did was from outside of the building.
Yeah, and MPD still at this point trying to piece this together. This is very early on. As you said, they're conducting multiple searches. There was a car that the shooter used that is left at the scene that police officers are going through right now. At this point, they don't know if the guns he had, again, a rifle, a pistol, and a shotgun were obtained legally, if he was legally allowed to carry those, but he was an adult with, they said, minimal criminal history, so likely was legally able to carry weapons.
Okay, so like I said, I also got 2 posts from X that we're going to pull up. I also put some of the manifesto video in Discord as well as jeffmaclive.com because I can't post it here. I'm going to get these X posts pulled up real quick. Alright, so this is the shooter. Suspect in Minneapolis Catholic Church mass shooting identified as Robin Westman. He is a shapeshifter. He made these posts and stuff. This is part of the manifesto video. It says shooter is a 22-year-old biological male shapeshifter who posted a manifesto on YouTube. Known suspect shared a video during the shooting, reportedly filmed the previous day, showing weapon preparation. I don't know what the fuck that word is. Inscriptions on magazines read for the children or do bad things to President Trump. This is what the shapeshifter looks like. Like I said, these are screenshots from the manifesto. I posted it in Discord. I also posted it on jeffmaclive.com. So go to either platform to check out that information. They're saying that the shooter barricaded the doors and then started shooting through the windows. 17 people were injured. 14 of them were children. 2 of them in critical condition. And an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old was killed. He was armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. The shooter smoked himself. Everybody was there for a celebration of the beginning of the school year. They claim that they don't know much about the shooter. We just showed you all that information, but the news claims they don't know that information. They don't know if he legally owned the firearms. His YouTube channel has been wiped. It doesn't exist anymore. And according to Nick Sorter, he began identifying as a shapeshifter when he was a minor, and his parents signed off on it per court records. I reposted that over on X. I could also repost it in Discord as well as jeffmaclive.com. His name was Robert Westman until 2020, and he changed his name to Robin Westman when he became a shapeshifter. Next up, we got the last little bit of the news. It is Lefties Losing It, and it's titled MSNBC's Joe Somebody blames Republicans for crime in Democrat cities. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this shapeshifter mass shooter that happened earlier today. Russell, gender dysphoria is a serious mental issue. Yeah, I agree. Matt, Robert, not Robin. Yep. Zero, ban shapeshifters from owning guns. It's a mental illness. Well, technically they are banned because when you go to purchase a firearm, it asks if you have mental illness and a bunch of other stuff. I just renewed my concealed carry, and there was a whole bunch of questions about mental illness. When was the last time I was diagnosed? When was the last time I had gone into a mental health facility? When was the last time I passed out? There's a whole list of questions, but they're dishonest. And so if they survive these encounters, which they normally don't, they smoke themselves. But if they did, they should also be charged for lying while purchasing a firearm. 10 man, they created a monster they can't control. Yeah. That's why they need to stop. What is the word I'm looking for? Enabling. They need to stop enabling the shapeshifters. Stop telling them that's the right path. Guess they're covering up the shapeshifter stuff. Yeah, the news doesn't ever want to talk about it. They're worried about blowback. So let's go, Brandon. Happy freedom. Let's go, Brandon. All shapeshifters need to be labeled a danger to society and emotionally impaired. Yeah, I agree. Cheeky Chops joining us over here on Rumble. Maggie, it was a church. See, I couldn't figure out if it was a church or a school because I keep seeing both. It's my feed. Happy freedom to you. Let's go, Brandon. I just didn't want to miss you. I didn't want to forget you. Just double checking. Happy freedom, modders. Thank you for joining us. Meta. What is wrong with people? They're possessed. Every damn day it feels like this happens. Yeah, that's why they need to stop with the shapeshifter bullshit. Scotty, did you read the manifesto? It was an interesting read. No, I haven't had time to read it. They probably got it all broke down in the Discord, though. Guess I'm pretty thorough about this stuff. What's up, Killer J? Happy freedom. Burn Pile, we need to hold shapeshifters and groomers to account too. Absolutely. What's up, Mark S? Happy freedom. What's up, Juggalo? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Techno? Happy freedom. Make Asylums great again? Yeah, absolutely. Mark S, always a self-inflicted. Just seems weird. I think so too. I don't know if the police are shooting him and then just claiming it's self-inflicted to save themselves paperwork or what, but I was thinking that too when I was screening the video. William, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you know, and I keep seeing you guys talking about the AI stuff. Imagine you're on your deathbed and your family members are trying to get you to make recordings. They're trying to record your voice and take pictures of you and all this stuff because when you die tomorrow, they're going to turn you into AI, so they're all bracing for it. So nobody's actually sad that you're going to kick the bucket because they're going to have AI you tomorrow. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. Either way, I'm assuming we'll get more information about this active shooter situation. Probably, I'm assuming it's going to be about the guns. How did he obtain the guns? Did he legally purchase them? Did they belong to someone else? Was he able to have firearms in his possession? I'm assuming we're going to get a follow-up like that. Either way, next up we got Lefties losing it. Like I said, this one's titled MSNBC's Joe Somebody Blames Republicans for Crime in Democratic Cities. Come on, do the thing. Alright, hooligans, make sure you hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It. Let's begin with an important message from this young woman who probably doesn't identify as one.
Hey, I'm here and I'm genderqueer, and we all need to remember that free Gaza, trans rights are human rights.
God, I hope that's parody. Now to the Democrats' love of criminals, gangbangers in the country illegally. They're now singing songs about this bizarro infatuation.
Kilmar is our neighbor. You can't have him, Trump. No! Kilmar is our neighbor. You can't have him, Trump.
Quite catchy, isn't it? Let's check in on actor Alec Baldwin. He is taking a break from making humiliating videos with his weirdo wife to opine about Donald Trump tackling crime in DC. Apparently, taking on rampant crime is crazy.
What's going to happen next? Is Trump going to federalize the New York City Police Department? What's after that? Chicago, LA, Miami, Boston? And on and on. What's after that? The NFL, the NBA, you're going to federalize them and take them over? All he wants to do is deflect from his inadequacy by these bold, insane moves. Take over DC police. It's not what I need. I don't need this DC police to be taken over. I don't. I need to get the tariffs over with. I need to get the war over with. I need to get the Gaza thing over with. And after that, we have something else we have to get over with.
Oh, he looks more hobo than Hollywood these days. That is a deeply unhappy man. Now to CNN, where Tiffany Cross casually calls White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller a white supremacist. And shame on host Abby Phillips for not jumping in when this ugly defamatory smear was used.
Really quickly, Abby, because anytime that we play something from Stephen Miller, it would be journalistic integrity to point out that he is a white supremacist and he is the brainchild behind this policy. That's not my opinion, that's actual facts. And for him to purport lies from the Oval Office as a white supremacist, it should be pointed out.
Disgusting antics there from CNN. Hope he doesn't sue you, love, because you don't have a leg to stand on. And what weird behaviour for a white supremacist to be saving the lives of black folk in DC, because they are the biggest beneficiaries of the law and order crackdown, a point that this next gentleman makes.
How come in the past 11 days, since President Trump has federalized the DC Metro Police, no black individual has been unalived? There's a stat that says in the past 7 years in DC that black people are 112 times more likely to be unalived than white people. So if Black Lives Matter, the left, Democrats, progressives, how come you all are not celebrating that no black person has been unalived in the past 11 days in DC since Trump took over?
Yep, the biggest beneficiary of Trump cleaning up DC are the locals. Even though more than 90% of them are Democrats, they are beginning to understand what a massive achievement it has been to tackle this problem head on.
People don't understand how big of a deal this is because the Capitol is right there within like a 6 or 7 minute walk. And then also local residents, they did not like walking there, whether in the daytime or the evening. Some people would take taxis just to avoid any type of encounters. And people have been talking about cleaning this up for a decade. And you mean to tell me President Trump hasn't even had control for 30 days and he cleaned it all up?
Yep, they've been talking about it for decades, but it took Trump to actually do it. Now, a little fact-checking. Let's go to the mental health facility masquerading as a news organisation known as MSNBC. And inmate anchor Joe Scarborough thought he had a real gotcha here. When discussing violent crime in the US, he thought he could confuse his already dim-witted audience with some stats about Republican cities being more dangerous than Democrat strongholds. It's, of course, a massive lie, but when has that ever stopped MSNBC?
7, 8 of the top 10 deadliest cities in America. Big cities are usually in red states. If you look at, Gavin Newsom and the speaker sort of had a back and forth this weekend. Speaker Johnson's home state of Louisiana, 400 times more likely. You're 400 times more likely to be killed in Louisiana than you are in California. Certainly nothing you ever hear in the right-wing sort of blogosphere.
Yeah, you may not hear that among the right-wing, Joe, because it's a pack of verifiable lies. Louisiana having a murder rate 400 times higher than California. Just a flat out lie. You're either really, really bad at maths or you're lying. Take your pick. Now, if you want to know why Louisiana has a high crime rate, then you only need to look at the cities where the crime is happening. Are they Republican strongholds? Well, of course they're not. Surely Joe or Mika would mention that important fact to their dwindling audience. He's about to get specific here.
Specifically, the chances of being killed or of having violent crime done to you or your family member is so much higher. The percentages in Monroe, Louisiana, which is right by the Speaker's district, Shreveport, Louisiana, which is in the Speaker's district, New Orleans, Louisiana, which is in the Speaker's home state.
Okay, let's do a little fact checking. So you mentioned 3 cities in Louisiana having terrible crime rates, terrible rates of violence. True, but are they Republican strongholds or Democrat cities? Just because the state is Republican doesn't mean the big cities are. Indeed, America's biggest cities have become dominated by the Democrats, and it shows. He mentioned New Orleans, well, terrible crime rate and terribly run by Democrats, not Republicans, Joe. Less than 35% of New Orleans voted for Trump last year, and New Orleans has been Democrat-run for more than 100 years. How are you blaming Republicans for that? Indeed, the last Republican mayor was elected in 1870. As for the other 2 cities he named there, well, they too have suffered from Democrat rule. Monroe is over 60% black, and only last year they elected an independent mayor after decades of Democrat rule. The only Republican-led city named there by Joe is Shreveport, but that mayor was only elected in 2022 after decades of continuous Democrat rule. But the MSNBC misinformation didn't end there. Listen to Joe name more Democrat-run cities that he says are proof that Republicans are bad at law and order.
Little Rock, Arkansas, home of course, Tom Cotton and some very conservative governor. Bessemer, Alabama, right there in Birmingham. Again, you know, what's Tommy Tuberville doing? Why is crime so bad?
Little Rock, Arkansas, and Bessemer, Alabama. They're his 2 trump cards. Little problem there, Joe. Arkansas, my home state, maybe Republican, but Little Rock is very much Democrat. Yep, see how red and beautiful Arkansas is, but then you have those 2 blue Democrat strongholds next to each other, Little Rock and Pine Bluff, where all the crime happens. Joe Scarborough seriously mentioned Little Rock as an example of a Republican-run town, a town which hasn't had a Republican mayor since the 1950s. That just leaves Bessemer, Alabama, and guess what? It's another Democrat-led city. The current mayor serving a 4th term, so we give Joe Scarborough and MSNBC 5 Pinocchios there. Now, the Democrats are trying to shake off their race and gender obsessions, but they are not succeeding. Let's see how they chose to begin the DNC summer meeting in Minnesota. This party is in disarray.
Lindy Samek Nindichnikaz, Amekdodam, Saginaw Chippewa Dojaba, Anishinaabe Kwe and Dow. The DNC acknowledges and honors the Dakota Oyate, the Dakota people, who are the original stewards of the lands and waters of Minneapolis. The Dakota cared for the lands, lakes, and the Wakatonka, the Great River, the Mississippi River, for thousands of years before colonization. This land was not claimed or traded. It's a part of a history of broken treaties and promises. And in many ways, we still live in a system built to suppress Indigenous peoples' cultural and spiritual history.
Joining me now is filmmaker and commentator Ami Horowitz. Ami, why are the Democrats?
All right, that was Lefties losing it. They had some scary, ugly people on there this time. Either way, that is the last little bit of the news I have for you hooligans. We're going to hop in to the fun stuff next. We will be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled Peak Golfing Condition. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Eagle, and it's titled When Your Dad Finds Your Toy. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Lefties losing it. Guess Arkansas is her home state. Beck Frank fucked her speech up then. It's Beck Frank's fault. Beck Frank did it. Holy. Klaus Daniels sleeping his face off. Beck Frank, fun stuff. We need it after that. I agree. God, holy. I thought I was having a stroke at first when the Minnesota lady started speaking. Yeah. There are a bunch of weirdos out there. A bunch of hate-filled weirdos. What's up, JF? Happy freedom to you. Cass, people kill people, guns do not. You're absolutely right. Trying to blame the firearm for what a person does. Information Warlord, thank you for following me over on X. You're a badass. Guess I'm tagging Beck Frank. You made Rita talk funny. It's Beck Frank's fault. Beck Frank, I'm getting a t-shirt made. Beck Frank did it. I know, we need to have t-shirts. Meta, yeah, I don't know if I fixed the AI mod stuff over on Kick or not. I did change some settings, but I don't know if it actually fixed it. Scotty, what did you type in the chat earlier? Whatever it was you typed in earlier, try it again and see if it'll fly. Because they removed all the posts, so I can't see what they said anymore. What's up, TBD? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Samantha? Happy freedom to you. Techno, Houston's been a Democrat-run shithole since the 90s. Yeah, I'd like to see these places change. I was really surprised to see Michigan turn red during the presidential election, but I'd like to see like Portland turn red, or California turn red, or something like Washington State turn red. But it's the leadership that sucks over there. All right, hooligans, we're going to move into the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne, and we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Now we're getting down to it. We're moving through here. Let me see, where are we at? Today is day 17 of 24. Oh, we got a good one today. Let's see if I can get it out of the box. Yes, yes. You guys gotta guess who it is. 10 seconds. Who do you think it is? It's Bulbasaur. And he's a good one. He is a good poll there. Good stuff. Thank you, Tori Wayne. You're awesome. We need a Pikachu. And I think just Pikachu. I think we got Squirtle, Charmander, and now we got Bulbasaur. We just need Pikachu. And we'll have like the original set. Either way, thank you again, Tori Wayne. Appreciate you. All right, let's get these funny videos pulled up real quick, like. Holy, that was a lot faster than usual. How do I stop this? There we go. Stop the nonsense. Okay, once again, this is provided by Tiger Jaw, and it's titled Peak Golfing Conditions.
Good ball. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Damn, he held it together. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
He was struggling. That was probably the longest fall I've ever seen. Either way, getting into our official funny video of the day. Let me get this pulled up. This is a good one. This was provided by Eagle and it's titled, When Your Dad Finds Your Toy.
Hi, sweetheart. There's no reason to be embarrassed, but I found your green goblin. Or that's what your mother used to call it. You should be a bit more careful about what you leave in the bathroom. Your younger brother is in there all the time for like hours on end. Please keep these things private. To be frank with you, I didn't believe it when I first saw it. These things are so much bigger than I remember. Anyways, take it easy, champ. You're not training for the Olympics. Let's keep the bathroom a family-friendly space. And don't worry, I won't tell Mom. Love you. Yapper.so.
Good Lord. Her nickname's Kermit the Frog. Just trying to get people to stick their hand inside her. Anyways, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this Linktree link really quick and drop it in all the chats. Then we're going to read through. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. And then we are going to be rating out over on Rumble. Alright, hooligans, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7. And we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You have access to the forums, the arcade, the AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through. We got the pledge coming up, and we're rating out over on Rumble. Snooks, what are you doing about gaming tonight? I don't know. We're just going to go live, and we're going to play the game, and whatever is going to happen is going to happen. So, yeah, I guess. At some point, we are going to go live over on Rumble. We are going to just play the game, but I got to do these 5 hours of premium exclusive live streaming or whatever. So if you're not an official hooligan on Rumble, or you do not have the premium Rumble account by paying for the, whatever, Rumble Premium, then you won't be able to watch the live while we're gaming. But that's why we're gaming, is that way you're not missing anything important. Now, if you do want to hang out with us, you will have to become an official hooligan or get Rumble Premium, but I have to burn these 5 hours one way or another. Otherwise, the entire creator program thing will be we did it for nothing, because we didn't complete the task, and I have till Friday to get these 5 hours in. So, like I said, when you see us go live on Rumble later on today, it probably won't be too much later, because I got to try and get these hours in. But don't feel like you're missing out. Don't get mad at me. This is something I have to do, and I signed up for it. So I gotta do it. Do not retaliate against me because I have to do this. We're playing the game. You're not missing anything. Don't get bent out of shape. It's for fun, okay? It's all for funsies. So either way, reading through the chat, we get the pledge coming up, and we're raiding out on Rumble. Guess on what game I will get it and join. I don't know yet. I was thinking about playing Fallout just because I like that game. But I don't think it's very entertaining, so I was thinking about playing Helldivers. If you got Helldivers, you could join up in the match. I haven't played in a while, so it might take a little bit to get us all connected and whatnot. I just got to burn these 5 hours. And I'm not saying I'm going to do 5 hours today, but I'm going to try and do 2 or 3 today. And then we got to get the other 2 knocked out tomorrow before we go over on the podcast. Once again, I'm going to drop this link in the chat because we are guesting over on Third Railify on their podcast. And it is the first time I have ever been on anybody else's live ever. I have never been willing to do that. So once again, dropping this link in the chat. This is where we're going to be tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern time, making a guest appearance. Go follow them and all of that. That way you won't miss the notification. Like I said, this is the first time we've ever done a guest appearance anywhere, and it should be a ton of fun. So definitely go follow them. All right, reading through. Russell, I'm mad at you. Yeah, I know. It's always like that. Somebody will. I swear, watch. I'm going to get an email or somebody's going to leave shitty comments or I don't know. Also, you guys know how I got a couple $1,000s in chargebacks on PayPal because someone got mad at me and decided to retaliate, which actually I found out is fraud. They committed fraud and screwed me over for thousands of doll hairs. I got a notification yesterday that PayPal is limiting my account and they're now putting some sort of reserve on my account, forcing me to have a certain balance on my PayPal in order to keep my account open. So again, do not fucking retaliate against me because I'm playing the game for this premium live, because people are fucking mean, super mean. Anyways, read through the chat. So next, do you want your gaming Rumble link drop? No, because we're not going to be live over there. Russell, Starship launch totally successful last night. It's badass. Matt Rogers, current governor of Oregon while she was Secretary of State, damned a Republican candidate unqualified to run for governor. She then resigned and put in her papers to run for governor. Oregon's government is fucking crooked. Yeah, it seems that way. I'm surprised about the mail-in drop boxes and all that stuff too for voting. I can't believe you can't vote in person. It's crazy. Guess despite all the bad news, I still want to do Rita. I suppose it's one way to cleanse the palate. Guess that's hilarious. Yes. Cass, you mod for them? That's awesome. That's awesome, Cass. Hey, thank you for being here, Rappy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, Colty, I'm excited for it. Yeah, Lone Wolf. I had to bite a big bullet for that. Colty, I saw someone playing a game called Worms the other day. It looked pretty cool. It's like a person versus person team kind of battle game. Interesting. I will have to look into that. I can't afford to buy any new video games, so we're gonna have to play whatever I have, which I got enough for us to stay entertained. We'll figure it out. But I'm like severely hurting financially. Like I don't really know how to explain it, but I couldn't buy a box of Pop-Tarts right now if I had to. Like I'm borderline not gonna be able to eat food pretty soon. So I cannot buy video games right now, but we will definitely find something entertaining. Well, damn straight. I'm typing up an email right meow. It really happens though. That's the thing, is it really happens. I put out these warnings and stuff and people still find a reason to get mad sometimes. Back Frank, yeah, Russell, blame Jeff. I guess I did it. What's up, H Big? Happy freedom to you. Well, thanks, Maggie. Yeah, we raid Rotella at least once a week. Rotella's awesome. Puff Stuff, Happy Freedom. Cards Against Humanity is the best game. I agree, that is fun. It's a very fun game. Interesting, Wong. I've never heard of that. I will look it up, because that looks like fun. Thank you for letting me know. Appeal to heaven should be a way to block them from getting their money back. You have to say, yes, I want to send money over the next not 90 day beyond. Well, that's the thing is, like, according to their policy, all I had to do was send them a screenshot of my description saying that that link is for donations. But after I did it, it didn't matter. What's up, Shauna Vision? Happy freedom. Meta. It's going to be tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern time that we're going to be over there. Techno, got to watch that backswing. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a good time, you know, to be so drunk that you swing the club and it takes you 5.5 minutes to fall over. Somebody was having a good time. Well, hooligans, it is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. It is now time to raid out on Rumble. Let's see who is live today. Is Grim live? Because I told Grim that we would raid him today. I think he is live. Wow, he's been live for almost 6 hours. I'm not sure how much longer he'll be live. We better hurry up because I told him that we would raid him today. He was hopping in the chat yesterday because he's awesome. So let's go ahead and do the thing. Thank you so much, Beck Frank, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. You're awesome, Beck Frank. Thank you so much for the support. It says, for your Pop-Tarts. Thank you, Beck Frank. Thank you so much, Get Some, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate you, Get Some. Thank you so much. It says, for bigger Pop-Tarts. Got a one-up, Beck Frank. Thank you so much, Cass, for that $5 donation over on Rumble. Pop-Tart fun. Thank you, Cass. Thank you, Hooligans, so much. I really appreciate you guys. All right, raid now over here to Grim.
But that's
hit that like button as soon as you land.
Right? You know, like,
yeah,
I see that stuff,
like,
and this guy's like completely alone. Like, you know, crazy. Let's play a few more, bro, and then you want us? We can. I mean, it's 4 o'clock. Holy smokes! We can flip over to the finals.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the raid for the stream. You got raided, baby.
Yeah, Jeff, Mac, how you doing, baby? Happy freedom. Let's go. Let's go. Play, please. Thank you very much, Jeff Mack. Welcome in. Ione Wolf for the love of honors. Thank you very much, Jeff. Play, please. That's the man right there. That's the man. Get some. Welcome. Cassas Rumble. Welcome back. Hello, hooligans, which I am a hooligan as well. I'm happy to say. Hello, Beck Frank, Goth Conservative. Happy freedom. Thank you very much, Jeff Mack. I am not kicking ass today, bro. No, I am not kicking ass. Not at all. Not at all. I am not kicking ass. I'm getting my ass whooped. I'm not a Gears player. Yeah. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. I'm the 3K from LA. The 3,000-year-old man. Motherfucking Grim Hollywood. Is single but loves Beck Frank. Appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you so much. Welcome in, hooligans. I am also a fellow hooligan. I love hanging out as much as I can over there with you guys, with Jeff Mack, who knows how to put on a fantastic show. Very relaxing show as well, too. Thank you very much, Jeff Mack. Welcome in. We are here with Elo the Evil, my better half. That sounds a little weird and sexual. I didn't mean it that way. My best friend, Elo the Evil, and he's we're getting into it. We are getting into Gears of War Reloaded. This game just dropped yesterday. It is Gears of War 1, but now all the servers are back, so everybody's getting back, into this game. And I'll tell you what, it is a fight. It's the fight of our lives. It is so hard. It is so hard. It is nuts. Hello, Elder Zoomer. Welcome in. Zero. Happy freedom. Back at you, playa. Why don't skeletons raid? They don't have the guts! Wait, what? Joe, I didn't know Rumblebot could do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Whoa. Hello, Stoner with a boner. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Welcome in, everybody. Let's get into it. Play, please.
And that's Grim. Fantastic raid, you hooligans. Awesome job. I told Grim we'd raid him today, and it all worked out. We're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again later today with the game, but we'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through them. We're wrapping her up. And thanks for being here, Russell. What's up, Cheddar Steve? Happy Freedom. Cheddar Steve cracking me up. Thank you, Otters. Appreciate you being here. I will spoil Klaus. I know no other way to care for him. Meta. Right on, Grim's speaking truth, and Grim's a badass. And he is officially a hooligan. Super awesome. What's up, Xterra? Happy Freedom. Xterra, that is the way a streamer is supposed to accept a raid. Yeah, Grim's awesome. Grim's awesome. At this point, we got like a full list of live streamers for us to raid where they're grateful to have us, and some of them even raid us back. So it's really awesome that Rumble provided that feature for us. All right, it looks like we're good to go. Appreciate you, MU. We are going to wrap this up, but like I said, if you see us live later today, which you probably will, we're going to be playing the game over on Rumble exclusively, and you have to have either Rumble Premium or you have to be an official hooligan in order to even hang out in the chat. But if you can't, for whatever reason, you can't afford it, or you just don't feel like doing it or whatever, I understand, but I don't want you to feel like you're missing out on anything. We're just having fun and hanging out and playing the game. I don't know what game we're going to play yet. We'll figure it out. But I don't want you to get mad and feel like I'm forcing you to pay for shit or anything like that. That's why we're doing it for fun. You're not missing any news. You're not missing anything important. And if you can join us, please do join us, because I don't want to sit here and play the game by myself. I will be reading the chat and hanging out with you guys. I'm going to make it as entertaining as possible. And we do have a gaming channel over on Rumble under Jeff Mac Gaming. We will most likely have that pinned in the chat if you guys want to go subscribe to that channel. We haven't been gaming in a while. It has been a while. I mean, it's been like a year or two. It's been a while since we've been gaming. But I would like to get back into it. It's not going to interfere with Coffee with Hooligans or anything like that, because we ain't never going to stop doing that. But if you do want to subscribe to Jeff Mac Gaming, you are welcome to do that, because eventually we will add gaming into the daily schedule. So I think that's everything. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. Like I said, I appreciate all of you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go find yourself some good food. I'm going to try and make some food right now. That way I can eat today. But like I said, make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.